Welcome everyone back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Hell's Paradise episode 3. Check out our previous reactions. We're getting into Shinsenkyo this episode. Really exciting stuff. Really beautiful show. And we're ready to see how beautiful this island nation place is and learn more about it. Hope you enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out our Patreon to get uncuts for the show before they come out on YouTube. Before the show is edited and put on YouTube, I put out the uncut for Patreon, so you get a little bit early. It's usually like an hour. We watch the episodes in the morning when they come out. So yeah, and check out our schedule to see all the other seasonals and all the other stuff we're watching, and stay tuned for more cool stuff. Let's go. Chief? What?
It's just still fine. Ew.
He definitely had that fruit. He had this shit. Why did he steal Gabimaru? If he already had it.
I would not be walking in that water.
He even knows its name.
I wouldn't be walking in the water. I wouldn't be drinking the water. I wouldn't be touching anything. I wouldn't even go there. I was like, I wouldn't even touch the grass, and then I'm like, I guess that you're, you know, I would just levitate through. It's like, you ever gonna take these off? It's really nice. Then what's the point? Fair.
I just love his look every time she gets serious. He's just like, okay. Ow!
He's fine.
It's the other people? Yeah.
He's just gonna walk back like nothing happened.
He let his hands go?
Yeah. Ah, yeah. There's like a hole in the ground.
What?
See, he doesn't have his hands tied. Yeah.
Please don't put me on blast in front of my charge.
Just has a big box of them. I'd rather not. So you could take their food, then you have more than 3 days worth.
我々は監視役だ。殺し合うならご勝手に。同意です。面倒だし無駄だし。妻が悲しむから嫌なんだ。やってみろ。
Come on. It's silly. Guy just destroys all of his weapons. Your weapons are getting destroyed, you idiot.
Well, we found like a weapon cache at least.
It's strong.
I just love his look. He's just so...
He just doesn't care.
Well, he's dead.
Didn't look too hard to me if I'm being 100% honest. He just looks so bored.
He stitched it onto his skin. He's like Kavarn.
He's
I
just
don't
gonna
think
get
it's
killed.
it's not gonna be that long. I don't think. We're just getting started. He's already dead. Yeah, there we go.
What happens to this guy now? He has to just leave? What are you doing? Oh.
He has to bring the head back.
You're just chilling.
I'm just a guy to you.
気象度の60人が行方知れずの島です。どうかキロもお気をつけて。
I wonder if it's like the farther you go in, you're fine, but then it gets harder to leave.
Maybe.
Yeah, did you see?
I have a feeling we're gonna see this guy again. I don't think he's gonna be making it back that easily.
Did you not hear she was a cannibal, my dude?
Did she not hear he's like a world-renowned samurai? Did he kill that guy? No. Whose blade was hesitating now?
This guy's just too strong.
No way! What?
Yeah,
I did
some of
not
these
expect
guys
that.
Are just on...
Oh shit.
Wow.
Then what? What's the story? Wait, what?
Some people just want it for themselves, I'm sure, too.
So is everyone dead?
Not everyone.
I bet the Kunoichi girl is alive. She probably faked her death. That took a crazy turn that I was not expecting. for like all of that. Like we just, I don't.
Let's just watch it again. Let's look at that part.
So this dude's dead.
Yeah, I thought that they said that the other girl was a cannibal, but I guess this guy too. I mean, they said this guy ate Bear's head first or
Yeah,
something.
I wasn't expecting this guy. Maybe it's like a weird thing with the island, they won't die or something. Maybe the elixir of life is like the air on the island or some shit, and they're actually fine. And that's why like they all got cut up and destroyed. And like we saw at the beginning of the episode with the chief getting disemboweled and stabbed through the head and fucked up and died. Maybe it's like just being on the island gives you that ability.
That would be interesting, and then maybe you need to eat the fruit in order to be able to have that ability outside. Like maybe just like going there permanently changes you, and when you try to leave, you turn into flowers and shit. Unless you've eaten the fruit, then you can leave. That's like the ticket out of here.
It's like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Like you're infected with
and,
the pollen
like,
or
honestly,
whatever.
this idea was literally so bad to begin with because some people are just gonna eat the fruit for themselves if they find it, and some of them can outsmart. Other, like, yeah.
I think the Kunoichi girl's definitely alive, but it seems like there's just two, like some of these guys probably won't survive or won't be alive after, but like some of them are just like too much of characters to just have died right there.
Maybe that's just gonna be the way it is.
It's just misdirection? I don't know. It just seems like, where do we go from here? Like, what about all the people in the OP who are dead now? Like, we're 3 episodes in. Like, it just seems like a fake out.
浅いもんだって一枚岩じゃねえぞさに次期投手が決まるって噂だ。
So they have a reason to fight.
そうだ、野心を持つやつも興味ないけど。じゃあな。
Or like some of them could just take off, get it, and bring it back with it,
Jonin.
Oh, they just... They did like what he was trying to do already, but they had a kid.
That's way more interesting than what I was thinking was going on with that. Because it shows like the whole the theme of like, I don't know, temptation or I guess like the whole thick skin thing that we were talking about, like how the chief has basically hardened himself completely to like protect the things that he loves or whatever, like protect his daughter.
Yeah.
By like, taking agency away from her and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, just it makes sense now, I guess. It's interesting. Jeez.
Isn't this a waste of time? Gotta get going.
私を殺せば規則違反になりますよ。
お仲間が言ってたろ。優先順位だよ。もし岩隠れ衆が閉まれば、全てが水泡に帰す。そうなる前に戦略を見つければ。
Oh shit.
恨みはないが悪いが死んでくれ。
即刻処刑すべき。なのにためらう自分がいる。どうしても。
今ので仕留められたはずなのに。
They're both hesitating.
Yeah.
They both don't want to do it.
わしは何をためらってなぜだ。
殺しなんかしたくないって当然のことだと思いますけど。
バカな。わしはガランドウだぞ。今さらそんな感情など。
キスしたくらいで赤くなる人が何言っちゃってんの。従えばいいんです。もうかつてのあなたとは違うのだから。
What will you do, Gabimaru?
情を貫くことが真の武勇です。そんなあなたに私はついていきます。里を抜けることになっても。
確かにわしは妻とを知った。だが憎しみも知った。
そいつは標的ではないぞ。
こいつが妻もろとも復讐するっていうから。
待ってくれ、死ぬわけにはいかん。妻と子がいるんだ。
弱さを知った。 このままじゃ無罪どころか、ここで生き残ることもままならん。
It's not a weakness to be yourself, buddy.
凶暴な資材に命まで狙われているのに。
まったく厄介だ。心ってやつは。
強く何も守れん。
Oh shit. Oh, the scabbard, nice.
無駄な抵抗はやめておけ。お主の技量ならわかるだろう。他の罪人ならともかく、お主を殺すのは心苦しいんだ。せめておとなしく死んでくれ。
心苦しい。そんな感情が残っているのですか。
そうだな。情などない。わしは伽藍のガビマルだ。悪ほど人を殺してきた。今さらお主一人殺したとて何も感じない。そう育てられた。強くなければ何も守れん。
やはりこの男は危険。
情などいらん。死んでくれ。
それなのに。
Just can't do it.
どうしてためら。何も感じないはずだろ。
そうだった。あの時もあの時もこの男はずっと今と同じ顔を、何かに耐えるような目をしていて、何も感じぬ伽藍堂ではない。情を持った人間だった。私もまたそんな彼を見て情と向き合うことができたんだった。
わしはここまで弱くなったのか。このままじゃ生き残れん。間に合えん。
それは弱さじゃない。強さの種よ。ただ目をそらしているのと一緒。自分の情から逃げないことが強さだと思う。情を貫くことが真の分野です。それだけは言わせてもらいます。あなたのおかげで自分の情に向き合えたから。
こんな状況で言うことか。
あなたこそ手が止まってますよ。今回は不問にしましょう。あなたが自身の罪を悔い、情と向き合い、人生を取り戻したいともがいているな。それを見届けたい。どうか私に見せてください。あなたのような人間が人生を取り戻せるかどうか。私も己の心と向き合わねば。私自身が強くなるためにも立場は変わりませんが、あなたはもうかつてのあなたとは違うのだから。
I thought that was going to be the end of the episode. That was awesome.
Oh. Interesting.
人工物のように
I wonder if people used to live here, or people do still live here, like that girl with the pink hair. Better hope that doesn't do anything.
You better cut off that hand, brother. Badass. Badass. Did he do that? He did.
Holy shit.
Badass. I like this guy already.
どうしたチョンだ。
Butterfly.
こんなもんがこの世にいるか。
Yeah. Lucky.
見とれてる場合じゃね
This is some Dark Souls shit.
え。一体何なんだ。
Now everything's like activating.
違うの。
ありえなくも。
What if those are all just dead people?
面白くなってきやがった。
面白い.
Whoa. It's like,
面白い。
Jesus.
Everything's becoming aware now. It's...
I thought the thing was saying that for a second.
That's what I thought.
離れろ
Damn. I'm so glad we waited for these first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
That's the perfect place that I would have wanted to end off. Epic.
Nice.
Epic episode. Really good episode. Really, like, big switcheroo there in the middle, although like I said, I don't think it'll last. I think there's going to be something more to all this, more to all of them dying. Maybe not. Maybe they're just dead.
They could just be dying because then it could just be like what you were saying. Oh, I don't want it to be this. I don't want to just meet these people and do this.
Yeah.
Thing. And then they all die, and then you're like, oh, I don't think that they're dead, but they could just be dead, and that could just be them. It just doubling down on like, oh, you thought it was gonna be this, is actually gonna be a little bit more hardcore and different. And
I hope so.
So first we had these like random dudes that meant nothing, and we killed them all off. And then we had like a bloated cast of like characters, and then we just killed most of them off. And now we're here, you know.
Yeah, if they're bold enough to kill all those guys instantly, then hell yeah, all more power to the show, I guess. I'm still not 100% convinced that that's the end of it all, just with how the island works or how this place works and everything. I think there's still a possibility that they could resurrect in some way or something, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just being too jaded about it. But
I think it could go either way, and like. Because we don't know anything.
Yeah, either way, that aside, the rest of the episode was so goddamn good. The second half of the episode, so good. I like that they spent the time for them to, like... I like that the 2 main characters are on the same journey. I like that a lot. That they are coming from 2 different perspectives, and they're both trying to...
kind of meet in the middle. Or do their own thing, but they can kind of help each other.
But they're going towards the same goal of, being okay with who you are, being okay with your the fact that you're vulnerable. They've both been grown up and tried their whole life to suppress their emotions and suppress who they really are. And they're both trying to reclaim that and get better in touch with themselves and be okay with who they are, be okay with feeling things, and be okay with being vulnerable. And that's what I like that they're both coming from 2 different sides, and they're both trying to find the same thing. I like that a lot. It makes the story feel like it's again that very, like I was saying, not these 2 disparate things where okay, we got the moment to moment show what it actually is, and then like the themes are kind of in the background until they become the thing. It seems more like the fact that they're both going through it, maybe it'll be more cohesive, like I was hoping for. That it bodes really well that they both have very strong goals and they both have the same goal.
And they can both see different things in each other. Like in him, he sees sort of his wife and like her, because she's struggling to kill, and then he can kill so easily, and then she can like reflect on that and think, oh well, why can't I do that? Basically. So it is interesting, and I like the dynamic, and I like that they aren't just like, oh yeah, we're bestest of friends now, and they're not, they kind of know where they stand. They had this fight, and it's like, neither of them can kill each other basically, and they're at a standstill. She's still in charge, but like at the same time, only to an extent, because she can't enforce anything, and neither can he. So, it's just going to be kind of how it is. Yeah.
And I really like these 2 people. Unless there's more you want to say.
I was going to move on to this.
I like these guys. I immediately like them as a duo. I like that they, even though the kid is in charge, the other guy is like kind of leading the way. His charge is leading the way. I forget his name. I think he's a samurai. He's like a ronin or something. He's disgraced himself or some shit.
And he just
the 100 blades or whatever the hell that is. I love that. I love that he just did that. I love that like instant decisiveness. It's a very strong character thing, especially for a swordsman to immediately, it's their offhand, so even still to just immediately shink immediately,
and just to have the instinct, have
the instinct to do that, and then it pays off immediately. And because if he kept that on for a second longer, if he didn't make that split-second decision,
so weird. It's all like faces and hands, and
there's a little bit of that in the OP. Like trees were sprouting really fast off the ground, and there'd be a face on the end of it or something.
It's weird, and how there's like monuments or like statue,
or maybe those are just people.
Those could be people. They could be statues. I'm still not sure what to think of this whole place. If it is like they're saying, are these butterflies like the souls of people who have died? Is that what
this is
it
the
is?
afterlife they've crossed over?
Or is this just like an in between area where there's all these just different creatures that do not exist in the world? Or like what are these a manifestation of? Or is it not like, I mean, it looks very spiritual and very, you know, heavenly, or like but like, or is it just, I don't know.
I like that it has that you know, there, it seems like these could be, I don't know if they are. It doesn't seem like a lot of these creatures are taken directly from some sort of mythology, but it seems like they're inspired by it, and they're like somewhat original creations or designs for these creatures. And I like that because it gives it like the fact that they have prayer beads, and the fish guy's like making the hands, and he has what is it, 6 arms, and he's doing this. I like that. I like that it gives it that weight of like real life sort of religious or cultural inspiration. And maybe I'm wrong and they are taken directly from some text or some mythology or something, but it seems like they're original. They feel original but inspired by that. So you get that without it just being directly lifted from this, and you know, it makes it a little bit more original, a little bit more creative. I like that. I like the designs. I like the whole concept for all this. It makes me want to explore it, learn more about it. It feels very Dark Souls-ish. I haven't played Sekiro, but maybe it's reminiscent of that. All this is cool. That oil painting when he was like standing over her, that Mob Psycho-esque shit. That was awesome.
I wanted to just watch the part with the butterfly again, just like right there, yeah.
They are man-made, as in made by men bodies. That's some shit from Berserk. There's like the slug demon that's like that. The Count. It's like just the face reminds me of the Count. That's such a badass move.
I'm just interested to see if him killing that thing is, and this happening is kind of what triggers everything else to come out, because it's after that all of these things start coming. I think I don't know if it was just sort of luck of the draw that this wasn't happening before, or like now they're all like shooting into the air and stuff, you know what I mean?
I think like the fact that they have multiple words, it's like heaven or paradise or the other side or whatever. I think that this land is them, like they've crossed the ocean and they're now like crossed into the other side. Maybe they've literally gone to like a spiritual plane or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
no, I meant like him killing the butterfly.
I mean, it was there already, so like.
Yeah, but it can like disturb the balance.
I don't think so. I think, and maybe.
I guess I'm just curious of like, after he does that, then all of these things like leap out of the bushes and are like shooting into the air when they walked in there, and the butterflies were just like.
But I don't think are you saying that they appeared there?
No, I'm saying they were there, and him killing it disturbed them.
I can believe that,
is what I'm saying, because
it might just be narrative timing.
It could just be, you know? But it does seem awfully convenient. Like, yeah, it could just be for the story, but I think that it would be cooler if it was when you disrupt something and then everything else kind of comes for you, or like you have made it aware of your presence and you aren't supposed to be there. You're a person and you're still alive and you're not supposed to be here. Because they come for them at the same time. And previously, they had an entire fight and like walked and like dealt with those other guys and not encountered anything like this.
Yeah. And
then after that guy kills the butterfly, then everything is coming at once, you know? Yeah, and I wonder, like, how all this stuff get here. Like, did people used to live here? And we seen in the OP that girl...
Yeah, there was the guy with the yellow hair and the girl with the pink hair, and she's crying, and they're, like, together.
Let's find it. I'm not sure if it was...
Yeah, this guy. He's got the yellow flowers. He seems to be from these two seem to be from the island. Maybe they're brother and sister. Or like an Adam and Eve type thing in this place. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something about that in Buddhist mythology or some shit. And then this looks like it's the guy again, the yellow guy. And then there was a bunch of guys in like white kimonos or something, or yukatas or whatever garb that is, and sitting around drinking in like a little gazebo thing later. And they look to be like, I think that's the girl with the pink hair. Maybe it's not. This person looks to be from the island, but who knows? Yeah, and see, they're sitting with her, so I think maybe she shows up next episode, and like, you know, they end up they're a trio from now on.
We see her on there. So that's what makes me think she's from here potentially.
Also, the Kunoichi girl's here.
Yeah.
So I think she's alive.
She could be.
This girl's definitely from here, though.
She's from here, and I'm thinking, if there's already, sort of remnants of civilization or whatever, she's probably not from the same thing as that. But it seems that people have found this island before, and perhaps been able to make a home here. Like maybe someone got like maybe her parents got shipwrecked here, and
Tarzan style.
They were but they were alive, and they were able to find a way to live in this place, and then something happened to them, and she's still here, and she like is familiar with it, so all these crazy things don't bother her. She knows how to avoid them and how not to disturb them.
Do all the people here have yellow eyes? The ones who are like, this girl seems to have been from here. She has like yellow eyes. And then these people sitting around all have yellow eyes.
That would be interesting.
Because our boy has yellow eyes. And he's...
There's a little bit not as like orangey yellow, but still yellow.
Maybe there's a connection there.
I do think it's interesting though to think, and then if that means there's people there, then I mean previously hundreds and thousands of years ago, could people not have come here and tried to live here and erected statues and temples and monuments and etc., and then either got killed off or died out or
something,
whatever, you know? It's just kind of interesting to think of what is this place? How many times have people found it and then forgotten about? Like, how many times has it been found? Like, it's a physical place on Earth. People can go there. So
maybe these people are like heavenly beings now because they've consumed the fruit. And by the way, look on the table here. You see those peaches there? Maybe that's something to do with that. Maybe they're drinking the elixir of life. Maybe they need to continuously drink it, and maybe that's why the old man wants more of it. The chief, because he has that ability, but he's still aging, so he can't die, but he's still aging. Maybe they live on the island and they get more abilities from it. Maybe you get like different things from different fruit or different pieces of the island. The more you consume, the more you immerse yourself in there, the more heavenly you become. And you become like that. And maybe they are creating these or controlling these creatures, or creating these creatures out of people who come there. Or like maybe one of them's in charge of like there's the flower person who like turns people into flowers. That's one person's power or job. And then this person's job is to like do the fish people or some shit. Something like that. Like everybody has their own ability or like crazy heavenly power. And this is kind of them, and they all just kind of chill out in their paradise.
Yeah, or they are like, people have been living there and they've just like moved to a different place, so you're finding all these remnants of statues and stuff, but there's still people who just live here in a completely separate society that it's like away from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And,
or maybe it's not even a full society. Maybe it's just like a handful of like everlasting, forever young people, like who are just, drunk on the power of this island or of this land. I keep saying island, but I don't even know if it's an island.
I think they said it was an island.
I don't know.
Everything's an island.
If it's
zoom
big
out
enough. Yeah. But yeah, so that's a lot of foreshadowing. I think seeing the little pink-haired girl will give us a lot of insight next time. Yeah, because this guy was sitting at the table. He was on this side, and he's got these little beans everywhere, and he's got this yin-yang thing with all the flowers and stuff. I don't know what that's about. Wait, what was in that? This is how you get spoiled on the show.
Just dissect the OP a bit too much.
Did I click past him? Or is he coming up over here? Are there people in there? Oh, that's just his reflection. He's upside down in there. Or his refraction. Anyway, cool shit. Good shit, good show. I'm really excited. I'm more excited than ever with this show. I think
It's really
I'm
good.
so glad it was this first 3 episodes, and now I'm like actually really interested to see where things go, and I'm really invested.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that the 2 main characters are on the same team now. They've
and
connected
are
emotionally.
solid enough characters.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that the main guy isn't just a blank canvas basic self-insert for any guy.
Yeah.
You know? I like that he does have goals and she has goals, and they're both doing their own things, and she's also not a love interest for him because he's married. I don't know, it's just interesting, and I'm really liking everything so far, and I just hope that it continues to be good.
Me too. Leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye.